Hi, and welcome to Confidence Equals Beauty with Amanda Taylor. I am your host, Amanda Taylor. Hey everyone, I'm so thankful that you have chosen to be part of this podcast and going on this journey and this episode. Today, I just kind of want to share my heart and the reason for starting this podcast. For the longest time, I have always wanted to have a podcast of my own and sharing my thoughts and opinions to help others who may be going through the same things I have gone or currently going through. So I'm so interested in listening to other people's opinions and thoughts, especially on self-help topics. I enjoy reading, listening to other podcasts, watching YouTube channels, trying to gain as much information I can about something that's new, maybe opening my perspective on, just enjoy whatever anybody can bring to the table and help me understand more. That's part of me being a therapist. It's kind of part of who I am. I really am obsessed with reading self-help books, philosophy books, you name it. I just really, really enjoy it. Those TED Talks, I can't seem to get enough of them. I just really do enjoy it. Just if you have a different perspective or a different opinion, even if it's the same as mine, you name it. I really just enjoy learning new things. The thing that has taken me so long to start my own podcast, and I'm kind of embarrassed to talk about it, but it's because I was terrified to just take the leap of faith and just do it. I get in my head a lot and I would second guess everything. I thought I was either not good enough, smart enough, I don't know what I'm doing. Most of the time was because I'm really not good at tech. I don't know what I'm doing half the time, but I would just really talk myself out. Second guess myself so much. Like, who would want to hear what I have to say? Is what you have to say even worth it? I mean, you take it anything negative, I would talk out of myself of doing this dream and goal, and I, would not do this podcast for fear of whatever I was telling myself. I really had to work on my own insecurities and struggle, and for so long to overcome negative thoughts and a mindset that was holding me back from achieving dreams and goals I had. Truth be told, I had paralyzing anxiety, so worried about what other people would think. If I stepped out and tried to accomplish any of my dreams I had, I seriously, I would worry so much about what you thought about me. That struggle, that burden of anxiety really had me talking myself out of everything. And funny thing is, deep down, I know I can do it. There are so many things in my life that I have accomplished and done, but I also would do this whole process first. It would take me forever to kind of figure out that I get over my insecurities out of my own head, my own anxieties, and how I would talk myself out of it. But in the end, when I would actually do the dream, the goal, whatever I had my mindset on, I ended up being able to do it. It may not have been great or perfect, but was able to do it. And that's kind of the funny thing is, but every time I would have something new or a new idea, I really went back to that anxiety. Amanda, you're not good enough. You don't know enough information. Who cares? What if they say this? I mean, have y'all ever paid attention to people who are famous or, they put something on social media or they put something and then people just blast them? I mean, that is what I've been terrified would happen. And even though I know it could happen and it may happen or it may not, it still is one of those things that I think is, for me, was holding me back. Another struggle I was having is showing up for others and almost performing for others just to win other people's approval. Do you know how exhausting it is to constantly worried you're not good enough and trying to show up to make sure everyone you interact with likes you? Ridiculous. I know. But that's what was going on in my head. If I act this way, would so-and-so like me? If I did that, would this person like me? I can't tell you how many times I've said yes to something that I did not want to do or agree to do, but I did it anyways, just because I was like, well, maybe I'll be liked, just because I said yes. I showed up for so long as a person who felt the need to perform for what I thought others wanted me to be. I found myself in constant comparison of other people's lives. I would feel like I need to live up, like, that saying, live up to the Joneses. Like, oh, she got a new outfit. I need a new outfit. Oh, look at her haircut. I need to do the same. Oh, look at this couple. If we do that date or we do just this, we will be happy too. I mean, I would literally, compare myself and, oh, look at my life. It's not as good as this person's. Oh, look at this. And the funny thing is the whole time you're doing a comparison, you're comparing to what you see, not really what's happening. Um, it's just very exhausting living like that. And the funny thing about me is I really want to be true and authentic to myself. It is really important to me to be honest, to show up being me and being authentic. And it drives me absolutely nuts when people are fake and pretending to be something they're not. And I don't know, I've been blessed with this, I don't know, sixth sense, empathy, this sense, I don't know even what to call it, but I've had it since I was a kid, or ever since I can remember, um, where I can pick up on fakeness, I can pick up on lies, I can pick on, I just get this vibe the moment someone is not their true self. I can just sense it. And now I may not ever confront the person, or I may not confront the person right away, like, hey, dude, you just lied to me, or I won't even say, hey, I think that person's being fake, or I don't think there's something up with them. I may not say anything, but I can pick up on it. And it's funny, for someone who does not like pretenders, was pretending to win approval. So I finally just got to a place I got so tired of living this way, and the anxiety and depression that came from seeking approval and caring about other people's opinion. There was a lot of things that was going on in my life, a lot of life changes happening. That for this podcast, it will have to be for another day, another time. But it really had me face with myself. And I was either going to make positive changes in my life, or I was going to continue down the rabbit hole of darkness. When I finally came to terms with who I was and working on things I needed to work on to be my true self, is when I really found a true freedom, a true happiness. Now, I'm not perfect, so let me be very, very, very clear. I do not pretend to be perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. I know I still will continue to mess up. I will have flaws, you name it. But I also think that this journey that I'm on of self-discovery and showing up as my true authentic self is going to be something that's going to happen for a while. But I am just so glad I am here now and not where I was. One of the things I did have to learn is to love myself. Now, that is not something easy to admit to you, that you do not love yourself. But I had to learn how to love me for me. I even had to love my bad grammar, my southern ways, my babbling nonsense. Girl, y'all, I can get off point, get off on tangents, not make sense, you name it. And I say that all jokingly, but hey, I am southern, and y'all, sometimes I talk bad, and it's just, it is what it is. I've had to learn to be grateful for who I am and how God has blessed my family and me. And I've had to really learn not to compare myself to others. So my goal is to continue this journey and share my heart and thoughts with you in case you also have found yourself feeling some of the same things that I have been going through. I think if we're truly honest with ourselves, or if you're really honest with yourselves, I think you can discover that you too can learn some things about yourself that can just make you the best person ever. And you can work through things that are holding you back. Back in July, I launched a blog, Confidence Equals Beauty. So that website is www.confidenceequalsbeauty.com. And this whole journey of Confidence Equals Beauty was just wanting to share my heart and journey to help others gain their own confidence in themselves, to overcome any negative stigmas that have been placed on them. But also, I started noticing that there was a need for women, even men, children, even adolescent ages. It was just kind of a need for people to kind of realize that they can truly achieve anything they want to, and they can become the best versions of themselves. And so that's just kind of where my heart has been, is just trying to build confidence in whatever area of life people need to work on. And since I launched that blog, the process of learning and how to do a blog and that whole process I have seriously fallen in love with. And I love loving on other people and being there for them through all seasons of stages of whatever they're going through. So in saying that, I have really no clue what this podcast is going to look like. I know how I want it to go, but as I've learned in life, sometimes you just have to let things flow naturally. And eventually the destination starting getting more, will get more defined. You know what I mean? I haven't decided if I want to edit a lot or just let you have it just how I am. That may be really scary and you may run, but at the same time, I want to be me. I may share real time experiences, bring up something from the past. I may share some big dreams. That's one thing about me. I am a big dreamer of some pretty big dreams. It seems so far out. Even for me, I'm just like, what? Why are you dreaming this, Amanda? Like, this is absolutely crazy, but I'm just a big dreamer. It's who I am. I may bring guests on to talk about their experiences. I just may have like a random conversation, just see how it goes, just like I'm doing right now. I do know that I want us to be on this journey together, and my hope for you is that you can discover your own amazing self. So if you have any questions or things that you are going through and you want maybe answers, or you just want to talk about or bring up a topic that I can bring up, please email me at amandarobinson-taylor@gmail.com. And please like and share this podcast with others. Let us grow and build confidence together, because I truly believe confidence equals beauty. Thanks and love y'all.